So behind the chart, just having it's a chat, you and I, and your chosen topic for today, right?
Yeah.
Is partnerships, IBs, all of that, affiliate, the whole lot. Because I'm sure over the years you have really gotten to deal with different brokers and
Yeah.
different people
Facts.
promising different
Facts.
things,
Facts.
and some of them promise you and deliver, and then some of them just promise, and then
And
dog 2 months later,
try.
sabo sesiyakhombana manje ukuthi dog, where's my rack?
Happens a lot. That. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you can just start by explaining to the people like what IB is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, bro, a basic IB, like, just
Yeah,
simplify.
basic one, yeah.
Basic is just a partnership, really, with a broker. Partnership, nothing deep like that. It's basically the broker comes to you on some, listen, we've got a company that we think that can carry, that could be good for traders in the country, in the continent, or in the world, whatever the case may be. And then we feel like you have the value to actually like introduce people to it, And obviously as an IB, then look into the company, like, okay, let me see if you guys are legally allowed to,
To do the thing.
to do their things, because you have to be on the safe side. So just being really just like trading with the broker and promoting it, or recommending traders to use it. Just based on whatever agreement you have, whether they are fully legit or whatever their vision is. I normally just work with like my vision, because I've always stuck to my terms. I don't work on anybody's terms. I've always been like, okay, if we're gonna do something together, then it just has to go back to an I. Because when I first started, this was just about empowering, like changing lives. That's how I made my things free, So even when I sit down with a board, or like how I sat down with RCG, it was quite straightforward. I just came there with my terms, and I'm like, look, this is how I've been doing it, with or without. And they just came back to me like, well, listen, I think we can work with that. So just IBs just also need to learn that you guys need to put your foot on the ground, man.
Yeah.
Like,
so I heard you saying, talking about the regulation side and make sure that they can legally deliver things. Have you ever had any crazy or that nice number being offered by because you leadership,
Yeah.
have you ever had any unregulated guy come through to you and be like, bro, I'll give you so many bands, so many bands,
a lot, man. It's the reality of the game, if of the industry. If they see that you're very a trader that's making success, and they assume probably you're undereducated. Depending on your story, because people know I don't have like my higher educations and all of that, so they can easily just be like, okay, now I think if we come approach him on this kind of direction, he wouldn't want to peep that side, But I'm very educated when it comes to the brokerage side, the legal side of it. So I've had a lot of people. I've had a lot of come through. I'm like,
what sort of do they is it ever like an upfront fee, or it's just they offer you a nice commission structure? Because we'll get to explaining that.
Yeah.
So do they like upfront, or is it like based on lots and whatnot?
I've never, fortunately for me, and this is like, as amazing and as probably as unrealistic as it may sound, I've never cut a check. I've never got paid by a broker before I work,
Yeah.
And I've never earned a sort of a salary, or like maybe the broker's like to me, here's 100,000, do this. I've never been through that. And only because I was a bit undereducated with how that works. Like I didn't know they could come.
You could tell them, be like, give me 50,
give me 50,
up.
Yeah. But then I started a couple of years ago, I started connecting with like other traders who had been around longer than I was.
Yeah.
And I heard that, these guys are chopping crazy deals. Like, I'm like, wow, okay, that's interesting. I look at the brand, I look at the trade, I'm like, okay, then he's worth it, because he's able to kind of tell the people, like, okay, listen, this is the brand that you can trust. Wait, it can actually be trusted, But I've never chopped like a check like that, man. I've never been given like, here's 50,000. Shot a spot. No. I've always worked on the basic ways of just introducing the company to the people, and once they get it, and then with structures are put out together, But I've never till today. I don't have a fixed payment from no company. I've never received it at all.
What's your views on that, though? Do you think it's cool that traders, some are taking
Look,
upfront fees? Do you think like it's messed up? Because on a business side, it's kind of a risk for a broker, you know.
it is. Look, I mean, I'll be honest. So, traders hold us as global traders. We hold a very high value in the market in terms of one, we trade on a regular. So, and people know that we're traders. And if I say that, I mean, the best gold is with RCG, it shows that I've traded it before.
Yes.
You know, which means my influence or my word would then obviously get people trading that specific gold with RCG. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So going back now is why have I never ever taken like these fixed amounts or whatever? Is because I always knew that I hold a higher value and I could always generate bigger money without having
more than what they're trying to,
always been
to
the case.
offer straight up.
Because like a year in, I'd be like, oh, okay. The offer was this, like, probably, let's say maybe, like I remember I got an offer in 2020 during COVID.
Inspire the kids, dog. Give us the numbers. This is behind the charts. It's like
that was
you don't need to name
350.
the broker.
Yeah, I won't name the broker.
Yeah.
That was 350 given to me on the table, straight on the spot. 350 fixed monthly, you know. And I was like, nah.
Per month, they're trying to pay you 350.
350 per month, you know. So I knew very well that company was very updated as to what I've done.
Yes.
You know, and they also came fully legal and everything, stuff like that. But I still turned it down, man. I was like, I'm willing to work, but I don't want that, because I knew I ended up doing like revenue of about 2 million rand, you know, monthly that year, 2020, 2021, you know. And imagine if I took the 350. So always the case is, brokers not necessarily know that traders aren't as wealthy as them, right? Because I mean, it's a whole brokerage, but they know that nobody's gonna turn down 500,000 rand.
Yeah.
You know, you. I mean, even 100K.
Even 100K.
Even 100K, or even 50, bro. You know, that's a lot.
Unless you understand the value of what you're doing. Yes.
You know, it's on the spot, so nobody's turning it down, and I think that's what makes it very difficult for traders to actually really associate themselves or like affiliate with brokers to that extent, because they're looking at the coins first, you know, which you must, man, you must. But I've always held my value high all the time. I've always just knew, like, okay, whoever you are, like, I know what I can do.
Yeah, if you're willing to give me this much,
you know,
straight up, I know I can do double that.
And that was my target. I'm like, okay, sure. Then I know that I will make sure that I do help the vision. Now, obviously, before we even get to the numbers, I tell them what I want. You know, I remember having the conversation with RCG, and I'm like, first and foremost, right, I want to educate people.
Yeah.
And I wanna bring on younger people.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get on. Let's go to these newly turned 18s, about to become 18, 19, 20. You know, because I'm 100% focused on anybody below the age of 25. You know, why am I saying that? Because I mean, a decade from now, it's saying a lot of success for them. You know.
Yes.
And whoever obviously who does get involved above that age, still definitely. But my energy, my time is invested into touching the younger people.
Yes.
You know, just the younger people. I want them to make their mistakes rich.
Yeah.
You know, like just fumble with the paper. So when I brought that whole, I had a whole like overview, mind map, and I put it down. I'm like, guys, no matter what ideas, financial, breakdowns you have for me, but this is what I want to work. This is how that's how we're going to Botswana this coming.
To move, yes.
Yeah, that's how I'm trying to move. So if I've got things like free classes, please come through with the venue.
Yeah.
I'll cover probably like my accommodation.
Yeah.
Cover my team, you know, cameraman on the side, just make sure cover that, do 50%, because it's a vision, right? And when I went through what they had planned, and then I look at mine, I'm like, okay, and now I'm sure we can align, we can merge a few stuff. It made sense. Then it's easier to work like that, because if you're just working on here's a check, 50K, do this, shoot a video, and then you're completely living off your purpose now. You're just like a puppet, you know. It shouldn't be like that. I've remained who I am, bro. Over the past 6 years, I've remained who I am. Even like how I traded, you know, with or without RCG, I've remained who I am. And that, how did I keep that like that? Is because I've always just worked on my terms. You know, I started teaching for free on my own through my foundation. So if a company that's as big as RCG comes through and is like, yo, listen, we see you, man. but you need that injection. I'm like, I don't have R1 million to put down on free tours at all. I don't have that to just throw it out like that, but I do want to touch people. So I'm like, okay, if you guys are willing to go 50-50 with me, or even cover the whole thing, that'd be a blessing because I get to travel. I mean, we'll be in Botswana this weekend.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what's important. But I don't know if every trader has the same
thing.
same-
Yeah, no. There's different things, and that's why I'm like, I was like the asking that question. It's like we'll get to explain it. That like people must understand that even upcoming IBs, because this show for me is mainly for the guys that wanna come up as IBs, wanna get all of that. That they must know that there's IBs program, there's affiliate programs, there's white labeling, but I obviously educate people more as we go along to understand it better. You've done exceptionally well as an IB, and I'd say because I've seen the numbers. Firstly, I remember, not like seen, but you can see the number if you've been on the inside. So I remember having a chat with RCG, and I like how you've been evolving as well. And I was like, guys, who does your business development? They were like, we don't really have it, but if there is, then it's Ash. So I like that you viewed it from a different angle as well. And that you're able to like you showing that there's room for growth as an IB.
For sure.
And the possibilities that like are there. So now, like going back to the point, Guti, I've seen you do it so well, and there's one thing. I think a lot of IBs they good in getting signups.
Okay, I get you.
People can get like 50 signups, 100 signups, and people. I don't want to name anyone right now, but I've seen other people with signups and gang signups but no deposit. So what do you think that you're doing differently, or what should people do differently in terms of like actually getting their clients to be an active client? Do you feel it's because you've been in the game so people trust you? Do you feel it's because you put so much into what you do? Because obviously you've had your different services in the past, yes, and all of that. Was it because you were consistently showing up? Was it because setups? What do you think that you have been doing that has made your IB work hard?
It's for me it's as straightforward as probably anybody could have thought of it. One, people must remain traders. Like IBs, that means introducing broker. That's really what it is. It's not a job. It's people need to remain traders. When people remain traders, then it's easier for you to speak what you're doing. You know what I mean? So now what we have, the upcoming IBs have a challenge of they want to master building a successful trading community when they're not even a success themselves. And nobody is listening to somebody who can't even get deeper and tell us exactly why they should be affiliated. Like that. So with me, I've always been a trader throughout. I never wanted to be the best IB. I'm not even the best IB. I've just always been a trader and a very good mentor. Those are my focuses, And then the affiliation with the brokers was automatic. It must happen. You must take your students to a trusted broker. So that was like, it wasn't something that I know my intention now is to be the best mentor, best IB, and no. That was very automatic. So I could easily, so if I teach you today, I'm like, okay, now this is the broker I'm using, use this broker, And whatever experience you go through, you bring that back to me. So when I speak about the broker on a public platform, I'll be like, Tumelo, this actually started trading and he had this experience. Understand? And that needs, you can't skip to that type of message if you have not been if you're not a mentor and a trader.
Yes.
So traders, like IBs, need to trade. They need to be traders. They need to remember that, like, being an IB is like a cherry on top of being a very good trader, or being I would say like a consistent trader, whether profitable or not, but like consistently being in the market, being active, because a lot of stuff that I would speak about when I'm trading or speaking about a broker is based on my experience and the people that I've exposed it to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Our experience and all of that. Would literally sit in, open 3 different account types.
Please open that door for me. Door.
So speak about. Would sit down and literally, like, you look at the, like, say for example, RCG has like 4 or 5 different account types now. Regardless of what they say the account does offer and what are the benefits, we would sit in, literally 4 or 5 of us, and open 3 different accounts or 4 different, and would fund like a small amount, like 500 rand, and see, take positions of the same and see exactly the difference that's been, put there. So tomorrow when I speak and I say, no, a 100% bonus, even when your account blows, the bonus stays. That's because of experience, and you can all continue trading with the bonus, even when your money is gone, those type of stuff,
Yeah.
So that's because of, it's not something that I'm just saying that was passed on, So the people need to remain traders. They need to
go in and
they need to
understand.
be traders. They need to be traders.
And then, so do you think it's making it a little bit confusing with like all these brokers that are coming through? Because, dog, we had the FMAS this year, for the first time, and I was happy, dog. I was happy to see that, like, South Africa, we're at that level now where like we can have like more than just one day, because it was 3 days.
It was 3 days.
People coming through, and it's showing that there's opportunity. Do you feel like there's still room for growth? Do you think the young IB should still pursue, or do you think?
Look, there's a huge room for growth. Big. I mean, the what you're talking, the event that happened in Sandton.
Yes.
That just shows they could have picked any country in Africa, but they say South Africa, because it shows that we are the forefront. South Africa is really holding it down when it comes to Forex. We're leading from all aspects, and it's not a conversation to be argued. Like, it's there, it's clear. We're like the US of Africa when it comes to trading, which is how it should be. And I'm happy to be South African right now. South African trader. An African trader overall. But to be based in the south of Africa is just an amazing thing. But there is still room. There's still plenty room for traders to establish themselves, to really learn, because there is more to trading than just trading. Association, meeting up with different spaces.
So now, is there a reason why you tend to gravitate towards local brokers? Do you think they value us more, than international guys? Or have you had international guys also coming with deals? What?
Bro, for me, like I said, it's always been on my terms. I have never affiliated myself with a broker because of what they want.
So do you think those overseas brokers?
Yeah, even locally, man. I've had a lot of approaches locally.
Yeah, no, I know.
And the ones that I've worked with before, it's always been on my terms. Like, I know what you want. I mean, when a broker approaches you, automatically you know what they want. Even if they take out 155 documents, this is how I go. You know automatically what they want. Like,
it's all about the money.
Really, So, I have to make sure that my personal target is definitely always, and why I prefer local, because local, man, you can easily, if I've got an issue now, I literally just go to the RCG Markets headquarters. Just walk in there, I find the CEO, I'm like, yo, what's up? This is my problem, These other international brews, I'm not flying to Cyprus. I'm not gonna go, I'm not flying to the UK now for 30 minutes and be like, yo, what's up with my spread, man?
Yes.
My withdrawal is taking, you are waiting for that withdrawal for 3 weeks if you have to, because they're all the way wherever they're at,
Yes.
And remember, I'm somebody who helps people get affiliated with, like, with brokers as well. Like, helps traders trade with brokers. So I don't want you to be like, you said I must use these people, but now, what are they, my spread, so I want to affiliate you with a broker, and tomorrow when you have a problem, I can easily sort it out for you. You're like, yo, leadership, man, 1, 2, 3, fast, I pick up a call my account manager, yo, listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I told them to use the broker. This is the experience they're having now. Please sort it out really quick. And that happens while I'm on the call. But I'm not doing that with a company from wherever, India or something, you know. No, I mean, no bad blood to the international rules. But yeah, I'd rather stay, you know, just, it's easier for me. But if I wasn't somebody, if I wasn't a mentor to say, or, you know, or an affiliate, then I would, I would trade with probably any broker. But fortunately, I do mentor a lot of people as well, and I need people in the right hands, and I can't take that risk of having my students or my mentees or people that I co-mentor with have experiences that I can't even have, issues that I can't solve. Especially when I'm the guy who's like, yo, let's go. But when you get there, I'm also stranded. No, I wouldn't. So locally, has always been. When it's time for deals, bro, I don't want to meet the assistant.
Yeah.
I don't want the manager. I don't want nothing. I want the actual bro.
You're the one who I know you must commit to what you say.
You know, I want to hear it on the spot. And I'm like, yo, nice to meet you. What do you say?
Not somebody who's like, I'll get to management and come back to you.
No. It becomes like a broken telephone.
yes. No, it does become a broken telephone, because like I feel like sometimes also some brokers, they don't really go for the best candidate of the job. It's either somebody who's just been in the industry for like 2 months, dog, and then they're trying to tell you how things should go down, and you're like, yo, I've been running this for so long, so I know maybe they told you a generic line, but we don't get to generic stuff over here.
I mean, there was a scandal I won't mention between who and who.
Yeah.
This weird broker, right? And these certain traders, and there was promises made, unrealistic promises made. And before I could even find out deeper stuff about what was talked about, I told one of the boys, I'm like, it's not happening. That's not happening. Like, you know, I just don't want to say, you know, he's now next thing, like, you know, but
no,
yes. I told him, I'm like, yo, that's not happening.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you'll see. I'm like, cool. Hit me up.
And they're thinking you're on some hater vibes now. You don't want to see the boys winning.
Before I knew it, Instagram was booming. A week later, Instagram was booming on some, hey, my money. I was just like, you guys don't listen, man. Like, those things are not normal. Like, nobody's just dishing out that type of money for free. For you just to, you know, talk and do nothing really. It doesn't. You have to. I mean, I make money off the broker I use. So RCG, I trade with RCG, whatever broker may be, you know. But like RCG, I have the experience myself. You know, if somebody's gonna talk about something that I don't know, it'll be quite like a bit of a shock. You know, because it's even within my circle, the entire circle, Royal Circle, we have all our experiences. So when I'm speaking about it, I know I could speak about something I didn't go through, but I know Bandile was telling me about, like, yo, bro,
this is what happened.
You know, just the other day, I was speaking about scaling in on this new 100% bonus account, the Alpha. I mean the Royal 100, right?
Yeah.
And literally as I'm chopping it, Banks calls me and then he's like to me, bro, did you know that when you scale in or you take your positions and once you move heavy in profit, you can literally scale in like you don't have positions on. So your margin,
because your margin, you've got no free margin.
Yeah, you're not open. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I tried it out. Then I spoke about it as well. Immediately, I'm like, yo, this is actually, I think Maps made about 14K with 1K. You know, and that was something I didn't experience. So I literally, because we have this group, so I took that from the group. I'm like, yo, this guy, 1K, 14,000. Then that was NFP, I think. You know, so this goes back to IBs. You know, you cannot speak about something you've never experienced or witnessed, or like, you know, people can tell when you're talking about something that's real. Yes. When you're authentic with what you're saying, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
All right, and then, bro, you actually said it just now, but I want to have this on cam. What do you say about all the people that are like, hey, brokers are buying you guys cars in cars? What's going on there, dog?
Which camera should I look at? Like,
I want to. This one is yours, dog. I want somebody to buy me a car, bro.
What the hell, man?
How do I get?
You guys are like, how? The biggest, I don't know, brokers that have been around for 100 years. No, but any traders, we work. It's simple. You just work, and get your luxuries. No brokers buying nobody a car. Like, and I hope you're not at home thinking they're on some.
A broker's gonna
I
buy
can't
me
wait
a
to
car.
push. I'm gonna have a golf set. Nah, chief, you work. Nah,
You
broker.
buy your own car.
Like how? Like, you know what I mean? I have my car papers in my house. Literally, like everything is here, man. It's from swiping or transferring, everything. There's no way. I'm about to actually. I think Kelly's about to buy a car tomorrow or something. I don't know when they'll see the interview, but yeah, he's buying it himself. There's no
one who's buying anyone a
RCG
car.
does not buy people cars.
Yeah, no, because you know what they say. They saying no, but like and thing is, any broker, I think they must understand that, because everyone, people are like, yeah, when they with that broker, this guy bought him a car, that guy, who bought who a car. Yeah, so you don't know anyone that's been bought a car yet. I don't know. I always hear people talking about it and trust. I've seen the most. Maybe a broker can pay you a straight up fee, which can you decide to go buy a car with that straight up fee. Maybe it can happen. But Nami, I don't remember. Me, I've heard of people getting paid about 50K. Even me,
Yeah,
I've
that's not
charged
buying a car.
brokers, but that's not buying a car. Yeah, we were talking something else.
Like how? Like it's yeah, nah, people just need to be realistic, man. People are just lazy to work, you know. People they don't want to face that the music for what it is. You know, I've been around long enough. I would never take a car from anybody. You know, I should be doing what I'm doing. I should be living the way I live. I deserve to live like this because it's 7 years, bro. It's 7 years. The cars I drive is what I deserve. So if how do I skip to that part? Like nobody's R8, Viana.
Yeah.
You know what
It's
I mean?
like,
M3, M4,
You'd be asking, good, why are they buying you a car alone? Because
Like-
no, I see people buying all nice cars and whatnot, but I haven't heard about a broker. Although I won't lie, I have heard of brokers renting for
That's
people,
interesting.
but then that's like for 2-3 days, nyana, for even like a seminar. Maybe
Yeah,
the guy
true.
at the seminar, they wanted him using the car, but now Gucci, he rents it in a thing of, this is my car. I haven't seen any broker do that. Yeah, so maybe Gucci, they want you to come look nice at a seminar,
Just be
look
presentable and stuff
you
like
know,
that.
This guy was cool, you know, but for a whole Gucci on the gram.
But I think that was happening way back before I was a trader, probably. Because I know there's the Bruce from way back then. They always just snap with the car once at the seminar.
Yeah.
And just chat, you know.
Yeah, you just that's what it was like,
you
and I
know,
think people like don't understand what there's been a transition.
A very
there,
traders today, we live like this. We it's not even about, you know, it's not a gala thing of like when it's time to show, we're gonna show things that aren't there on a daily. We live like this. I mean, we're in my house right now, and you saw all the cars are here. You know, so yeah, no. That what's happened is that we became more real with the charts. People became traders were more authentic. You know, if it's a Ferrari, it's yours. You know, if it's an R8, it's yours. If it's whereas I think, based on what you're saying, or what I've also heard over the years, that I know there was a lot of money put into the lifestyle and you know how a trader should look like, and which has changed now. Now it's like that's why I can be so comfortable in my space, you know.
Yes.
Because it's brokers affiliation. I mean, the affiliation that we have with brokers and them as the affiliators, right? They don't have much work when it comes to us. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how Forex has evolved over the years. They don't have much work when it comes to thinking, okay, if we are trusted by Mandela traders, you know, or by Maps or by you know, Bayanda or Sabata or Rhea says, what do we need to invest in him in order to look a certain way? It doesn't. It's no more like that anymore. You know. I know. Back in the years, probably like
used to happen.
Yeah, they used to be like, okay, because the Bruce didn't have the things. You know, like the Bruce didn't have the coins as well. They didn't have the cars, so they had to go an extra margin to kind of commit. You know. So, but now it's different. Now the affiliation as well between the trader and the broker is less comfortable for the broker in terms of. I mean, it's more comfortable. Sorry, because they don't have much to commit to. When it comes to the person being presentable. Already traders look hot. Traders dress good. with or without, like on their own, they just, you know, they drive really cool
just
cars.
nice,
They live
yeah.
in very nice houses.
Yeah.
So when the broker comes on board, it's easier for them to be like, okay, look, we trust you to do this because they don't have to buy me a couch. They don't have to buy me windows or pay my help or do anything in my private space. I've got that covered.
Yes.
You know, I just deal with the association as an affiliate, and then I do my part, make sure that your company is known to be very good and for its great services, and people come and obviously trade with the broker. So yeah, that's I think that's why it's also more like it's easier. Like it's easily monetizable as well. You know that. And that's why brokers actually, like RCG, that's how they can easily support the visions of individual traders, you know, and IBs in the brand, because what more is there to commit to besides just understanding that Bandile needs to have a boardroom every 2 months to teach?
Yes.
You know, rather than now they must hire a Ferrari for leadership and then hire a private jet, get a Lambo. I've got, you know, those stuff I hear, you know, like, so when I pull up, it's just like, okay, I'm just coming as I am, and I just probably have the boardroom fully booked, and I do my thing. And like in Botswana, just driving probably half of the cars, 3-4 cars down to Botswana. You know, that has nothing to do with RCG market. It's leadership and the team, you know.
Yeah.
And then when I get there, RCG now comes in, make sure that the venue, they've booked, you know, the people are waiting for us, it's a free. And I just come there with the knowledge and just share, educate people. Then yeah, leave, man. We've met each other halfway.
Yeah.
And that's how easy it is now. Back then, hey, it looked like if the bro didn't wear a suit, it was a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it had to be a certain way.
Yeah.
All right, so let's clear up misconceptions that link in bio now you're working against the client.
Yeah.
You know? Which dog, people are mad, and I think it goes back to people not wanting to take responsibility of their own actions and their own money mismanagement. So now, dog, are you getting paid when your clients lose money?
Look, first of all, and so people need to actually like understand. First of all, when a trader puts up their link and then you click there, and then you sign up, right? There is no, even if you read in your terms and condition, go into the T's and C's of the broker, you know, even with RCG, there is nothing that says there, as that now that you have decided to trade with this link, this guy will receive 50% of your losses. And if you know what I mean? It's not there.
Yes.
And it's because that link is an affiliate link. So which means that you basically would earn a certain commission or based on whatever the broker had offered. You know,
okay,
really.
Okay, before we go there, what sort of deals are there? I guess there's like commission deals, so lots.
It's like lots,
yeah.
Lots traded, of course, commission.
And don't keep this exclusive to RCG, just like the deals that you've heard of.
Deals are, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, deals are, I've heard crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, stuff that I don't even think RCG knows.
Okay. We'll go to him. Let's just complete this one here that you're saying, like saying that people losing here. Are you getting money when they lose things?
So number one, like how you trade, what you do on your trading account has nothing to do with the link that you've signed up under. You know, people always get this wrong. Like whether you sign up under, I don't know how many, whose link the person is in Zambia.
ABC, Forex link.
You know, what you do in your trading account is really you. You're 100% responsible for what's going on there. And there's no way that a link can be programmed to make you lose. Yes. That doesn't make sense because you lose based on market price. I always like USD is moved by the euro and the USD, not leadership. You know, I'm not pushing the dollar to be 17 rand to the rand. You know, neither am I manipulating any sort of thing. There's nothing. It's just an affiliate, so an affiliation. And I mean, I wouldn't recommend something to you and then just mess you over. You know, like that. You know, there's a lot that goes into my name as well. You know, and you must have a good experience. You know what I mean? And that's the responsibility of the broker, since they made the commitment to me.
Yes.
That look, if you do actually offer the people this platform, since you say you've had a good time with it, since you've been trading with it, this is what will carry out to them. Will give you or give everybody the same experience, or if not better. Yes. You know, so there's no, let's forget about that. People, you guys must just stop being lazy, man. Like if you're losing your money, go to YouTube, learn for free there. There's plenty of videos from different type of traders in the Royal Circle globally as well. You know, there's amazing traders all over the country and in the world. Just go learn more. If you can't get in, learn more. Just learn more.
Learn more.
Leave things of.
So you say you've heard of crazy deals. Okay,
Ooh.
I think the standard one across the board is or the standard two. One being the lots will give you $5 a lot,
Yeah,
or
$5,
whatever, you know, that your clients trade. And then obviously those structures can go up from people will tell you up to $25 a lot, you know, and all of that. And then I know the more affiliate people say, yo, if I get my friend to put in $100 here, then I'll get paid another 100 or get 5 of my friends. I know there's friend referral ones.
Yeah, and then I'll get.
Yeah. What crazy ones for IBs have you heard, dog? What crazy deals have people come through with, Gucci? Yeah, we'll
Crazy deals. I've heard, like, over the, let me just say from 2018 till today. Yeah, well, none of them have ever been met, you know.
Yes.
I remember there was one broker that offered me, they're like, you know, come use our boardroom. They were in Senton, actually. You probably know them. They used to be right opposite the McDonald's there, you know. Very famous one, that one. I don't know where they disappeared to. You know, they gave me a crazy deal. So those guys was like, you can have an office in our floor, you know. Your team can come through, your assistant can come and just chill in. If you want to do your post mentorships, your live Zoom, your keys to the office. Like, and that deal was I'm talking about that day. And I was like, oh, then I don't have to have an office of my own then.
Yeah.
And
I'm
was
just gonna use this office.
You know, and that was 2018, so I'm believing everything this guy is saying.
Yes.
And you know, he looks very formal, and the team there, you know, just breaking down everything to me. On top of that, they wanted to give me like a petrol. I don't know, like I'm a trader. Come on.
Oh, the petrol
card. Yeah, where I can just go anywhere. Yeah. Don't worry about it. They wanted to, like, they were offering crazy stuff, man. Willing to print my company merch at the time. But what's crazy, that's one of the wildest ones I've had, right? And also offered me 200,000. You know, and that's like in 2018. And I was making a whole lot of money then. So 200, I mean, to have the meeting, I told them I want to get paid.
Yeah.
You know, like, for them, they
paid me for the
meetup, literally, they literally gave me like 20,000 rand for me to be in that meeting.
Yeah.
I remember my manager at the time, Mpo, actually got that approved. So that was like, because I was young and making money, and I wasn't hearing anybody.
I've heard you say manager before.
Yeah.
When you say manager, just to like manage your time, do they manage other things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, manager, bro, like time efficient, you know. I believe so. I deserve more time to myself.
Yeah.
So I can be more creative, you know, more workspaces. There's a lot of stuff that I do get up to on a daily. Like, got a family, you know. I've got 2 beautiful daughters, you know. So like I've got business to run on a regular, you know, and my life to live, you know. So with a manager, for me, it's somebody who just makes my things more convenient. I don't think that I'm at a level of like work or like success where I must even go to, like, I don't know, go change tires, you know, like go buy groceries, or like, you know, check on water bills, you know, like just basic stuff that.
Okay, no.
Like, you know, like these unnecessary stuff that I could remove and then have more time to myself and be more productive,
yes.
and then get, you know. But this I've done over the past. Even when I was going through financial problems, I've always had somebody to assist me.
Yeah.
Because I knew that I could spend the whole day like buying grocery, buying my kids' clothes, doing this, and then then the day is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, as a manager, that just simplifies my stuff, personal stuff out the way.
The IBs get managers.
Yeah, traders must have assistants.
Yeah, before they start fighting with people that, hey, you didn't do the lesson, but I already paid you.
Bro,
yes.
This is one thing I always say to the Royal Circle, and this is why they're all like literally, you know, I've always said from the beginning, I'm like, look, you lose, if you make an income of about 150,000 a month, right? 150,000 a month. Why are you so scared to let go of 10,000 rand a month to pay maybe Tando, right?
To make your life
very easy. Like admin wise, you're a mentor, for example. I know IBs are mentors, so they teach people. Admin wise, the person does your admin, speaks to your clients on time, If there's time to send you a signal, they tell you, hey, please, it's 12 o'clock. Please drop another signal, 3 o'clock. Or instead of running everything on your own, now you're chilling with the boys, now it's time to send a signal, you don't know what to do, or maybe days where you are drunk, or you're with family, you're driving, now you have to, you know exactly like what, it's very easy, it makes your life, and you lose an extra 10K. And when you're giving a person a job.
And that losing the 10K, you'll see a net gain.
You know what I mean? Yeah, instantly. That's why even when I was going through financial, like I say, when I went through financial problems, I wasn't low. I was just like below average, like what I but because I had a manager, we'd sit down, manage, like there was a point where I had like 4 assistants.
Yeah.
I'm getting back there again because work is becoming very now, currently working on a restaurant that we're opening in Soweto and all that other stuff. Reopening in Soweto.
IPs must see.
And
IPs, you say guys get into other businesses.
Yeah. Forex is forever, but look, you'd avoid a lot of stuff if you keep yourself busy. Like I get into other businesses just to stay busy.
Avoid travel.
Avoid, I'm currently actually working on a plan, building rooms in Limpopo. They'll give me like 60K a month. For traders that's not much, but it's a business. It's a legitimate business that actually, if I wasn't a forex trader, that would maintain my life. So I do advise tap into. People make 200,000 and want to chop the whole 200.
Okay, so I like that you said 60K. Yeah. And then I'm going to throw this into the IP perspective.
Yeah.
Around how many clients then, because I'm trying to make it relative to that, and it's a figure you threw, so that's why I'll stick to the 60. How many active clients then do you think an IP should gun for if they want to make it like 60K a month as an IP?
Yeah, 60K.
Because obviously your IP didn't start there.
I would say.
And I know you're making more than 60. So around how many active clients were you like, okay, I'm starting to clock you 55, 60, 65, because we know that it's not the same every month, but fluctuating around that range.
Look, I mean, I wouldn't want to kind of expose my numbers when it comes to that, but what I will say...
No, I'm not saying tell us where you are now, but around when you were at, because I know you way beyond that now. Yeah.
I'll say like 1,000. I think 1,000 clients should have 1,000. 1,000 should generate more or less between 40 and 60.
Yeah.
On a bad month, maybe 30. Yeah, I think depending on how you obviously trade with your people. If you do like online trading or trading floors, or whether you teach, it really just depends on. Because remember that the commission is earned based on active traders. Traders must be active. So, and you earn based on a sealed trade. So, for example, if you would make money on EURUSD, whatever the case. So you have to make sure that you push your clients to trade, and more profitably than anything. Because you earn less on losses, or I'm not too.
Yeah, look, if the client blows fast, then he doesn't continue trading lots. So you want him to keep on trading.
In fact, I don't think. You have to. You want traders.
You don't want clients to blow.
Yeah. You actually want. Yeah, you actually put it perfect there. So clients, like traders, need to trade. Like they need to trade consistently. So which means they shouldn't blow. They can't lose
if they're blowing, then no lots generated, no volumes open.
There's no volumes.
So guys, you see how then that the actual statement that like we were saying that like people don't collaborate in that sense. We want you to blow, because if you blow, then dog, you're never trading again, and then
what's the point?
As an affiliate, as an IBS, whatnot, nobody's gonna make money
at all
ever again.
The overall goal, bro,
from that person. Yes, and I'm just gonna jump off here because people are already talking about people and people. The knowledge is out there, guys. At the end of the day, and I keep on saying this to people, that somebody's always taking the risk. Whether it's the broker, whether it's the liquidity provider, whether it's somebody is always taking the risk. So even if they say we A book, somebody is B booking you regardless.
Yeah, it's
whatever transaction, there's always somebody who's accepting the risk. So I don't know why people
And-
now.
No, it's just, Forex is a very, very interesting industry. Like, people act like this is not a business space. You know? You know what I mean? Like, I'll make an example that's completely off Forex, that like, companies like, like Danone, they purposely create their product to last for a certain time. There's a reason why a Danone is not a screw. It's, once you open, you can't seal it.
You can't seal it.
You understand? Like, once it's
eat
open,
it now.
the intention is
never thought of it that way.
you
But
know-
it's like, dog, finish it.
Finish it. So you go back and...
Or you buy another one if that one you didn't
it's-
finish.
And that is a business. You'll be like, no, but wow, they're not such a big company. Why are they sealing their stuff with plastic and paper? It's a business move. If we could screw Danone's...
Because I actually know
Yeah.
some years ago, and some people took lion matches to court for it. They used to intentionally put these boxes upside down, so like it would show you the logo here. And then they would intentionally do it upside down so that when you open, sticks fall out. And when sticks fall out, chances are you're not gonna pick up all the sticks.
I get
you'll
you.
leave
I
like
get you.
four there and on the ground. Then
Before you know it's finished, and then you're back.
you go back there.
Yeah.
So it makes me think of that. So, but basically, it's still a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, and...
I think for me, misconceptions come around. They come from traders not wanting to take responsibility for losses. So it's very easy as a trader when you send just bad signals just to say, no, the broker's trading against us. That's why. Because it's convenient for you at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't think people realize the impact that it's done, because I'm sure you've come across some people who are mentally hurt by what their previous mentor told them, by the information that they've said, that they're going for your stop loss.
Like,
Yes.
I hear that all the time, even on like YouTube.
Yes.
And they're like, people are like, yeah, no, see here, put your stop loss, because the broker's gonna go. So you saying there's people sitting down, looking at stop losses like, we're going to teach you stop loss. When the very same price was moving in New York somewhere with some billionaire trader who experienced the same shift of the market.
He experienced the same thing that you did.
But somehow, because we're in South Africa, coincidentally, and maybe because it's the South African broker, people can be like, no, they're going. So it's like I say, man, and also it goes back to, with respect, it goes back to that. Remember, the traders are really undereducated when it comes to the entrepreneur side of an individual. Trading is a part of it's an intro to being a businessman, and get any educated businessman who are probably like a decade into their career or 5 years, somebody who actually studied like business and all of that. People who actually run businesses legitimately, like any other successful business, and then give them the experience that traders are having. It will be completely normal, because those are like things that happen in business. As an entrepreneur, you know that even if the company was mine, these are certain stuff that people must experience, that I'm not even in control of. We don't know, like, as leadership, I do not drive NFP.
Yes.
There's sometimes I don't even teach anymore, right? But I just do the free classes, but I'll get DMs like, you see what your NFP did?
Bro, it's my NFP now.
Like, now it's mine because you didn't make money. It's my NFP.
Bro,
but when you make money, the money is not mine. It's yours.
And that's the thing. Guys, IBs, the people who want to come up as IBs and what, always know that the people will keep quiet when they're making money.
But lose 1 rand.
Joke.
Bro, like, I don't get it. Like, I always, and somebody would tag me, like, I remember a couple of days ago, somebody tagged me. He says his RCG Markets account couldn't log in. And then I responded, and I see like he's not coming back. Then he gets back to me like an hour later. And he's like, sorry, I didn't have data.
I didn't have data.
So he didn't have data to log, but now that he was about to hold me responsible.
Dog, and that's what happens. So people do
unfortunately. But look, that's the reality of the industry, that traders are still very undereducated when it comes to understanding that this trading, apart from just us being traders, and working from home and having all this free time to ourselves and just be living lavish, that this space is a business space.
Yes.
There's no salaries, you make your money how you make it, you lose it right there and there. and they need to understand that. They need to put yourself in, and I always say this all the time. I always, if speaking even to sheikhs, I'm like, bro, big companies, corporate companies make billions a month and they still pay the employees 15,000 rand. You know what I mean? So that goes to show that regardless of this whatever business or space, like basic rules must apply.
Yes.
Common stuff must apply. That nobody, just because the company is doing billions, now people must earn 1 million.
Now you must get a meat and they
So
must buy
it goes back to the same,
just to,
it goes back to what we're speaking about now, and the experience that people have, spreads increasing, spreads going down. Like at night, I know, like obviously certain brokers would have like their spreads go down a bit for like an hour or two, especially midnight. Those are like norms of the industry. People must accept.
Happens,
I would not even badmouth no broker at all. Those are like it's trading nature. It's the same thing. It's I know we could never. And I always try to make these examples with normal businesses that people are more like, open-minded to, like understand like things. I always go back to. I mean, I make another example of a dealership. You know what I'm saying? Like dealers, like for example, a dealership sells cars, not necessarily tires. But if you go to Mercedes looking for tires, they'll sell you tires, but they don't advertise selling tires.
Yes, they don't advertise
You
it.
understand what I'm saying? So it's part of business. It's part of when you're selling cars, you must have
just like tires.
You must literally a whole boardroom filled with tires, because it's part of the product you're selling.
Yes.
Not that you're selling tires necessarily. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing that comes with trading with a broker like RCG. If maybe, I don't know, the market closes with high spreads or whatever, low spreads, whatever the case may be.
It's gonna happen.
It's part of it's really, and it's not even about bad or good. It's part of go anywhere. There's certain stuff that you will find common with every single broker.
Yes.
Very basic though, nothing heavy, like very basic stuff.
And another one that people cry about, which guys, please learn to also see the server time of your broker, because some brokers are like just on slightly different server times by like an hour, even 2 hours. Now the people, that 1 o'clock candle and then that 1 o'clock, and it's like, but at the end of the day, price, where was price?
Yeah, where was, I have that all the time, way before, like even like 2022, 2021. I'm like, this candlestick, it was here, but look, that side is not there. And I'm like, just
server time.
If you're trying to make money, you should know those stuff.
Yes.
Like if you're really trying to be a profitable forex trader, those are like basics when like, okay, this is what I should know. You should know that the market should lay out like this. I remember like there was one guy I actually mentored a couple of years ago. There's one guy I actually mentored like a couple of years ago. He was from Cape Town. He actually relocated to a different country, and he would complain about like, I'm not seeing. I'm like, dog, you're not. Let me show you. And I had to explain, like, this is a server. This is how it works. And and if you look at these, move it by an hour, take that an hour ahead, you will see the same candlesticks actually.
It's the same thing, yes.
Yeah, but people just want to skip everything.
And then we see that we just jumped right to the end and thing. And like Nisha go to people. We've went to that point of talking about people not wanting to take responsibility, as I said before. Now people don't realize. I was with someone the other day, and it was the first time. I think it was his first time in a broker office, and then like we just walked through RCG, so he's just getting. And he thought that, hey, those people they are out there chopping the markets, creating the market. And it's like, no, you guys got to understand that when you see people there, the people that you see sitting in the brokers are actually there to solve your problems.
Yes.
When your account isn't verified, when your thing...
Support.
Not all those... there's nobody who's against you.
Exactly.
They think all the guys that are there, like, there's a stop loss. There's a stop loss. I mean, people, and it's like, no, there's live chat, there's KYCs, there's people making sure that you're funding when you're doing whatever wrong or
and which
whatever.
Is not like, and which is very, extremely crazy work.
Bro.
Just support, just like those people, that's what I mean. Like I said, those are people who are making sure if somebody's having an issue and I'm like, let me call this person. Those are the people that we call.
Yes.
Like, hey,
those are the guys that
solve this. They're not there
everything.
playing poker.
Hey, they're thinking, yeah, guys, there's 10 stop losses there. Send it.
How? How?
So guys, please, mentors. And stop. If you send bad signals or if you made a poo-poo.
Yeah, stop bad mouthing. Yeah.
Please. Yes, there's times where, and I understand if they're crying about high spread and guys, those things do happen. Sometimes IBs do go and set higher spreads with things, but I think the industry has become so regulated now that you're not gonna find much of people who are working with brokers to sabotage you, and I think maybe back in the day because people didn't know
or less educated about it.
Yes, but now everything's being ran straight.
Yo,
guys, this whole increased spread and what I've spoken to brokers, a lot of brokers, they're against it. Yeah, maybe one or two, but guys, brokers, are against everything the bad mentor is telling you. Yeah. So the bad mentor is telling you, hey, they're manipulating what. Brokers are against that because at the end of the day, for partnership to work for all of us,
it has to benefit the goods of both brands.
Yes.
Like we have to grow. I mean, which is very weird. Because that's why I don't ever respond to those stuff, even on the internet or anything. Because I'm like, so you would think I would affiliate myself with somebody to sabotage me. You know what I mean? Like, why would I affiliate myself with RCG if they want to crash, like if they have no good intentions with my brand? I need to, my association must be based on good terms. Like, how is your spreads? Tell me they're better than those guys. Tell me how's your account types, Do you have bonus accounts? What do they do? How fast are your withdrawals? How good is your admin? Do you have live chat? Do you have WhatsApp? Are they fast?
And actually test it yourself. Don't take anyone's word for it.
You know what I mean? So that's what's very important. I can't get into an affiliation deal and then they tell me, you see, the goal is to no withdrawal. 6 months. And then spreads this big. Then why am I going there? What about my... People will attack you like... people literally put so much money into their careers, trading careers, that I don't want to be walking in a mall and somebody's like,
you want to you know
what I mean? Yeah. So and all I've ever received in the streets is just love. Yes. Everywhere I go, RCG, Royal Circle way, what. So that shows that
from Wealth country, you were
Wealth Kings, yeah.
Wealth Kings days, yes.
And Wealth Kings was just my institution, I obviously closed it down in 2020 because of COVID. But like, and for the first time, I mean this, I'm being bluntly honest. I've associated myself with certain brokers before, but for the very first time, which I was like, sometimes you're like, okay, fine, I see you guys are really good, but let's give it a year. Okay, 2 months, yeah, let's, With RCG, I've gone, it's like over a year now. And I tell you, from an issue, like even if my phone had to ring right now, and my leader's like, dog, my password, I can't log in. It's just, I don't even have to wait, like, press 2. What's your issue? Support. Literally straight up, hit up, even he can call. So they've really come out with to bridge a very widely left or untouched gap for the past whatever that I never even saw till we started working hand in hand. And I'm like, finally I can do these free classes like this.
Yes.
Because when I'm like, guys, I want to go to Botswana, literally, I told them last week I want to go to Botswana instantly. And then my manager was on it, and then the entire team from RCG was like, okay, don't worry, everything's sorted. You keep doing your own thing. Yeah. We'll let you know with the TNCs. That's what you want. That's what you want. Your mentors need to work with a broker that allows them to be flexible. As a mentor, I'm sorry, but you should not be paying hotels from your own pocket to educate people when there's a broker or brokers like RCG that can do that effortlessly. That I have a team dedicated for that. As long as you share your vision and be like, this is how it is. So, and I mean, I'm very proud to say that financially, I am not behind, not anymore. I was, I've lost a lot of money over the years teaching for free. But now going forward, financially, I'm not even behind my campaigns anymore. In terms of when I'm teaching for free. Shout out to RCG Market as a mentor, and I don't think any mentor that is with RCG is actually behind their classes financially.
Yeah.
Because RCG does come, they really understand that vision like that. It's not even about them. It's just about, okay, keep your vision, keep it running, but don't forget to tell the people that we're the number one in Africa, and that's based on stats, not just talk. So, and that's easy. That I can do because I'm generally just living my dream, man. Just going to Botswana, teaching people. I just love, when you're sharing knowledge and you're just sparking people's minds. They're all like, wow. That's what I want to do all the time. Like, travel Zambia, Tanzania. Produce more IBs, more successful traders, more influential traders, people who are gonna come out and speak like how we're speaking now. Because Forex is a legitimate, very, for me, I mean, by far a real industry. But it does need more leaders. It does need more people who can actually share the message more.
Let's help the people who are trying to come in more. Obviously, Wealth Kings move for you.
Yeah.
And it did the things. How then does a guy go from being in his, and we don't have to go like super detailed or what, because I know we've been shopping for a while, but how does one go from, dog, I'm hot at the charts, but I'm trying to let myself be known now,
I'm trying to be a good mentor.
I'm trying to be a good mentor.
I want to be in your space as well.
Because as well, it's a business as well, And I keep on telling the guys that I meet along the way, go to guys, do for me one thing. I'm very I speak much on paying for ads sometimes in your area, but getting yourself known and stuff like that. So what do you think one should do? Like I said, whether you're trying to go in on it, explain deep or what, but here's a guy, dog, he's got nice signals,
he's trading, making good money.
And now he wants to. As a business, how does he grow himself?
That's I think goes back to the entrepreneur side of trading that we spoke about, because not all good traders are good mentors, but being a mentor is not a difficult thing, because you just need to have the will to share skill. So sharing a skill doesn't need you to be successful at it. You just need to know, obviously, you just need to be applying it at the same time, really. So I always say that being a mentor does not mean that you must be a master. Because I'm just sharing knowledge with you, really. But me mentoring you now would need me to have been at a certain level of success at what I'm doing. But just to share the skill, really, like we could learn something together right now. And I'm like, hey dog, I picked up something yesterday, let me show you. But I'm not necessarily mentoring you, So how do they go into that? I would recommend that they will attend classes, right? Not to learn per se from other mentors, but sit in. And okay, if you have a vision to say, okay, look, I also want to teach people. I would love to just to say, one day somebody tells me, no, yo, you changed my life, so forth. So go. I mean, how I started it was, I would go sit in other mentors' classes, and people thought I was coming to learn, but I was just trying to see how do I become a leader? How do I become a mentor? This is a good thing. So I'd say it. I've sat in like Refwayne seminars. I've sat in Sandile. I've sat in Maningi, Braflo. I've sat in a few. I've sat in Jason's. I've sat in Bandiles. I've sat in Bayanda's. I've sat in Kelly, my younger brothers. I've witnessed them, as well. So I always love just pick up the mentorship skills. Like, I'm like, okay, wow, he engages so well with the students. Then I'd pick that up,
how does it do it?
Because mentoring is a whole different side to trading.
Yes.
So if you want to become a mentor, which means make you an entrepreneur, you must have your company opened up, go register it, and then traders are normally quiet people in their space unless they get a bit louder when they start making the money, or in the internet. But when it comes to mentoring, it's like people always just think like, just because you're a trader, you must mentor. You must. The same way you learn how to trade, go and sit in and just witness somebody teach. Regardless of what they say, just witness. I sat in a lot of classes, bro. A lot of classes I've sat in. Even to today, even MAPS. MAPS' recent seminar, happened 2 months ago. I was sitting in there. Cellular as well. I said, Cellular had a private course. I actually drove with him. And then I sat with him, just hearing him teach. Even though I'm very good at teaching, but I still want to hear, okay, how is he picking the next person's mind? So, mentors need to just invest a lot more into how to, because now when you become a mentor, you're more like a motivational speaker, a public speaker. You must know what to say, how to say it, and to the person's understanding. I remember you're speaking to like I'll be in Botswana, we're doing I think over 100 people. I'm speaking to 100 people at once, and how I say something and how I share the knowledge must go into literally over 80% of the people's heads the way I think is best for them to understand it. Or else I find myself, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yeah,
Did you get it?
yes.
You don't want that, So good mentors really, they also practice. You just have to be, bro. I generally just be in the office sometimes just talking to myself. Like I'd go through my entire script or like teaching, and then I just like, okay, does it make sense? Am I hearing myself as well? My YouTube videos, I still watch my YouTube videos that I upload. The teaching ones I watched yesterday, I was watching one of. So I can hear what I was saying. Like, okay, now as a normal person, I'm watching.
Can I say it better next time?
I put it, yes. Or is the person who's listening, are they understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So mentors need to actually definitely put that, and that's how good mentors are born or created, and that's how they become a good success creators. That's what I become. I mean, I don't necessarily always. I don't believe in the thing of who's the best or whatever. But like I said to you the last time, is that I don't think there's anybody really who's at my level of mentoring in the country, if not the continent, because of I have put my time on being a good mentor, on mastering to be a good mentor. I want to be a very good mentor. I intend, when I share the knowledge, today before you arrived, there's a close, a friend of mine, actually an old guy, who learns very differently compared to everybody that I know. He's like in his 40s, So with him, I had to kind of teach him differently, apply it, spread the knowledge, kind of exclude what he shouldn't know, things that may confuse him and stuff like that. And I was texting him today, asking him, like, yo, how it's been 3 weeks since you came through to my house. How's everything? He's like, no, I'm grasping nicely. I'm like, no, come back this week before I go to Botswana. Let me see how far you are, and then let's add a bit more knowledge, But that's a mentor. That's what you should know the kind of person you're dealing with, the type of student and how they learn. That's why you must have that relationship, So that's why I always say, have a manager, have an assistant who will tell you, like, no, look, Tabo's having this kind of issue. Then ask Tabo what's wrong. Tell him, let's set up a meeting. Have consult, because you guys are running a business, right? Like, I'm like, trader, you're running a business. So have a consultation fee where if you mentor somebody and they need to consistently keep seeing you over and over again, then let them, if you feel like your time is at value, which I believe, then this is a consultation fee.
Yeah.
Or a mentorship fee. So after they pay maybe the 3,000, and then maybe for a meetup to shopping, 200 rand to have those consultations.
Those chats,
like any other business, because it is, people can be like, oh, that's a scam. How's that a scam? The doctors do that. Everybody does that. Like, you can't walk into a lawyer, even if you don't even want to use the lawyer, just to speak to a lawyer.
Yeah, just to highlight.
How is he not a scammer then?
Hey, bro.
A trader does it. They open a very nice institution. They're running it on all ends. Mentors, students must be mentored consistently. You paid the price for the knowledge. Now you must obviously bring in more value for you to be mentored continuously going forward. But also as mentors, they must stop selling the thing of lifetime mentorship. Lifetime mentorship on a monthly of 350. Say that. You don't oversell the dream. Lifetime mentorship is, and that's something that I was very responsible for as well, like a couple of years ago, Like lifetime mentorship, are you going to say, so this person must pay 3,000 rand and then you mentor them for the rest of their life at no price? Yeah. There's no way. 150. There's a lot of those payment gateways now that allows you to, that the thing can deduct, recurring,
yes.
You consistently, now you have an assistant who says, okay, look, these are out of the 600 students we have, these are our 30 that want to be mentored continuously. And they pay a price of $299. And then there's a VIP package where these guys, every morning, you text them. You look, these are the potentials for the day. Have a look at this. Check out the news. That's the role of a mentor, is to actually groom people, get somebody to be a good trader. So that's what traders don't get. It's not just about train somebody how to buy and sell and then done, And that's why there's no success. That's why the amount of success that's coming out of a lot of IBs or mentors that are teaching is very slow. That's why the slow success, because of they're not sharpening the people. They're not actually saying, look, let's go, let's do it like this, Or they're not creative enough to build a business structure that allows them to continuously mentor their students without them feeling like they have been held back. And I'll give anybody this on a public platform. To all the mentors out there, just go, get yourself a website, right? as somebody who can really create websites for you, have payment gateways, set your once-off prices for your services, but then going forward, have your continuous mentorship sessions at a certain price, depending what the type of mentor. Like if I'll make an example of myself, if I was still teaching, I'd have my Wealth Kings website up, and then my classes probably would go for like 5,000. Private classes, one-on-one 5,000, and then private, classes where it's like 30 people, I'll say like 3.5. That's a once-off fee for you to come learn from me. I'm not your mentor. You're coming to learn, right? And on the same package, for mentorship, on continuous mentorship on this, and then here's a recurring. You put your bank details there, whatever on the website. Recurring. Probably, let's say I would charge 500 rand a month, and then there's a package. What's involved in there? As a mentor, everything from whether YouTube videos that you think they should go listen to, trading sessions that they should be a part of twice 3 times a month, live news events, whatever, everything they should know. Those are the packages. You've devoted yourself to that group of people that are now want to be mentored by you.
The extra
yeah, exactly. I mean, somebody who does that really well is Lincoln. I don't know if you know Lincoln. Lincoln Komape.
Yeah, I've seen
he does it really, really well as well. Maps also does it really well. And Bandita, they have pretty much a lot of students. They've taught quite a lot of people. And yeah, I mean, look, big trade. Even Lisiba, I think Lisiba Steez.
Yes,
he does it exceptionally well.
Yes.
So
done it quite well. Yeah.
So people, they must have that. So then you end up, because remember you are running a company. Then from there, they mentor. They also have their own mentors on the floor that help guide people. Like, okay, this is how you do it. This is a time for 15, 30 sessions. There's stuff that traders are putting aside. And when they don't have stories, when they don't have success stories tomorrow, it's like people are lazy. Whereas you never mentored anyone. You just told them,
buy, sell, and
find your way.
Yes,
so that goes back to why I say I still remain probably the most, one person who's come out with crazy success stories, successful traders, globe, a whole lot, Some I don't even know. I met some guy at Mall of Africa the other day. And he's like, yo, remember me? But he was part of this amazing package I used to have when we had Wealth Kings, where I was like consistently on them live sessions every evening. Guys, how was your day? Check what I did, those kind of stuff. So that's what actually has encouraged the success of the people that have come that have been mentored by me. So people, traders must go into that. Oh, just don't do it at all. If they don't want to mentor people, don't. It's like going back to what we spoke about. I was like, people, it's either you're all in investing into the people, make sure your business makes money. An institution that teaches Forex can make millions.
What are some crazy numbers you've heard? I know you've made, you don't have to tell us about yourself, but I know you've made people along the way, dog, and they were like, hey, this month I made so much from a Forex institution.
Yeah, a lot, man. There was a guy, actually, I won't mention his name, but he's no more. I don't know what happened. I think he went broke or something.
Yeah.
He was a very well-known Forex trader a couple of years. When we came in, he was the problem. Actually, he had a beef with
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
So, that guy used to literally walk out of the seminar, like, teaching with like 1 million rand in cash, Yeah, that's I was like, wow, bro, how do you do that? And he never even used to mentor people like that.
Yes.
He would just teach them, and leave. And I'm like, yo. So that's one of the craziest things. I mean, that was like, yo.
Would he have like 100 people, all of them paying 7K? What?
Yeah, his price was about 7.5 at the time, and he was a big deal. I don't know how but the bro was a big deal.
The same question you nearly just had now, Gucci, how did he go?
Yeah, south.
Because he's supposed to be at least broker level now, partnering with people who...
and these are one of the guys I looked up to, man. People, I think, like I say, trading is a business, and people underestimate that. And that, like, when you go tap into the fame side of being a Forex trader, your life becomes totally different. You become like, Michael Jordan. You are now exposed to money that you never knew that when you were first in, you just wanted to trade.
Yes.
And now you find yourself sitting down and changing lives. I never wanted to be a mentor, bro. I just wanted the money. So and there's a lot of traders that fall off like that. Close friends, people that I have had a cut off. Actually, there's a recent guy I won't say his name. Yeah, but yeah, him and I were very close, very close. People would know if they watch this, don't know who I'm talking about. And yeah, and that's how he fell off, man. You know, for just not respecting who he is and sticking to like an entrepreneur trader morals. You know, you don't jump for any bread offered. You know, and that's what he did. He was we call it hip hopping. You know, so traders have a tendency of stealing money from brokers. So what they do is they get these lousy deals where they give them money, they push for like a week or two, then they ditch next broker. You know, IBs, guys, stop that. It's not sexy, because now you've sabotaged 10 brokers, and you can't even trade anymore,
bro.
You know, so
and he makes it worse for maybe the young Twana who actually will take the 10K and
you know,
put in 100K's worth
and push.
Yeah.
Bro, like I said, I've never taken an upfront check from no company.
Yes.
No broker can ever come out and be like, that guy.
You took our 100,000.
Never. Any money I've ever made from a broker, I made it from my own hard work and commitment. You know, whether it be from affiliation or trading. Both of them actually. I've always been good at both, you know. So I've always made it from my own sweat, my own work, my own. I've never been like, I don't also believe in that. I don't believe in take and then spar. No, I believe in, don't worry. We spoke, it's cool, let me go work. Then you'll tell me what the numbers are saying in due time, you know. So that's why the guy I was talking about, they were very close, and I had to distance myself from him because he started becoming an enemy of my opportunities and my spaces, you know, because he was, and I mean, there's certain deals that he would want me to get on board with, and I'm just like,
I can't take that.
Yeah, I know I need I would love an extra million, but I'm fine. Because there's no vision there.
Yeah.
You know, there's no vision. I could have had
a year later, you know, it's biting you in the ass.
You know what I mean? I could have had the partnership that I have with RCG with any company. But just wherever I went and everywhere I touched, you know, conversations, it never benefited my vision. You know, bro, I'm here. I mean, I feel it with RCG because of one thing. Because when I look like I'm 25, when I look at the 30-year-old me, I'm in good hands. You know, I'm not seeing any regrets. You know, and whatsoever. And actually, I'm somebody who I've never actually ever regretted working with any brokers per se. There was just one that I should have done my digging.
But they didn't pay you, or they were paying you, and then in the future got screwed over. They screwed over your clients.
Man, I think it was it was one of the guys that I co-mentored actually that wanted his money, and I had to remind them like, yo, listen, we had a deal, and you said you'd treat my people with care, and now you're not trying to give this guy his money. So I showed them that I can stand my ground, and I stood my ground with them, and we took it back and forth. Everybody knows about the scandal, man. This happened like 2021, I think. Went back and forth. We had a hash, and eventually the guy got his money. You know, and that's you know. So it's important that people have honest conversations with these people, with these brokers, and tell them exactly what they want as a spade for a spade. Because a broker actually wouldn't compromise their website to have somebody's website, to have maybe another for Wealth King's website on their platform, because that's RCG, man. It's RCG. They're not cutting, you know. So the same way as traders, traders should know their value, you know, what they bring to the table, you know, in a very positive way though, like in a way that allows them to understand that they can be helped become successful, and so they help the brand, you know, because I knew becoming affiliating myself with RCG, regardless of what I was capable of doing, I knew that I stand a chance to grow. You know, and I'm one person who never compares himself to anybody. I just knew. I mean, everybody can tell that ever since I've been trading with RCG, I look over the past. I mean, I've done some crazy stuff over the past 5 years, but this is my probably best era.
Comfortable,
never ending, really. You know, like, and this is what I'm looking for. You know, this is I'm able to create job opportunities for people around me. My friends can dream now, like, you know, we can affiliate on a business level, and also, you know, like, there's nothing more amazing as a dream or like a certain partnership that benefits even the people who are not even involved. Yeah.
And just the overall culture there, like homeboy. Thing is, we haven't spoken, and
Yeah.
he's like in between. Good, he wants to be known, but he doesn't want to be known.
Yeah,
he's in between, and I still gotta figure out if he's trying to do an interview because he was like, yeah, we could do it, but also at the time he was receiving pressure from the people around.
Yeah.
I don't know. But him, we've been homeboys for years, and even this happening, the whole YouTube was him being like, you know what, I trust you, and we've been boys for years. Like, I trust you, go and just the support from the broker is from the heart, dog. It's not like, hey, what can we get from this guy? Quick, fast,
it's understanding your vision, right?
Yes.
That's RPG. And I saw you and I are not the only ones to say that.
Yeah.
You'll probably see on the next interview, whoever you speak to, even off camera.
Be like
it's a normal thing. Like, and it's so amazing, bro. Like, I'm genuinely happy. I fear nothing. Like, I'm just like, no, I know everything is in order, you know? Because even with him, obviously speaking about him, I remember when we first had the conversation, you're like, so the people know. Me, I'm like, they cough.
if they come, they come.
That's how it's supposed to be. And that goes to show the authenticity of the brand. Irregardless, even, you know, he doesn't even have to like go out there and be like, it's big. It's the brand alone. RCJ is big. Like, it's that powerful. It's doing great work around crazy spaces that even, I mean, the owners themselves don't even have to speak. And it's a different thing. Normally, if I'm the owner of a REIT, I must, why is it too much fun? But now this, you know, the creators of Audi are not the ones holding down the press conferences. You know, so they never really on the ground. You never hear the bro that made Audi. One who share a piano, you'll never speak about the door. You'll never know him because he knows his business is capable of producing such a product. He knows he's got an amazing team. So that's RCG. I feel like also with Lizzie, man, it's like that, you know. He knows that he's got he's built a very powerful team that, I mean, you saw in the office, you know, that allows him to be that comfortable to be like, okay, look, I don't even have to say a word. I know of those people, you know, it's the best of interest, the brand, they live, breathe, you know, the company. It's what I've witnessed, you know. I've walked into that office and I'm just like, everybody here is just young people. They're so happy, you know. And there's nothing, because I'm for young people. So when I saw that, I'm like,
you're like, I'm home. They understand,
you know,
the vibe.
Like I get there, the bros are greeting me, they're dabbing me up, and I'm like, this is what we want. This is, you know, this is what I would rather have somebody, a young person complaining, than somebody who could have made my life better, but it's like, you know, at a crazy age. So like young people, there's nothing more amazing than that. You know, so and that's
with the lights, with the purple lights. I like the purple lights, dog.
And that's just RCG really has come with. We could speak the whole day about this, man. And IBs need to know that this is probably the first broker that will genuinely have the best interest at heart for every IB, not just leadership, and people have seen it. You know? And
trust, leadership will make sure that you are a proper IB, you know, apart from yourselves, but for the client as well. Because you decide that I'm being a representative. And it's really crazy. It's really scary, you know, what's happening here. And we might not be at where am I going to get into trouble for saying this?
Yeah. And where the
previous guy was, you know, but I see it overtaking, you know, I see it going beyond because the people, but it's tough. A lot of people are thing, but just like the culture and the very the royal circle on its own is something crazy. How you guys did that? Like I'm like,
bro, and that was put together. Not by word, not like you are part. No, it was just authentic.
Yes.
Like it was just like, oh yeah, well we are royalty. You know. And then it was a movement, like, and that came from work, like guys trading, you know, stuff like that, and it became very contagious. You know, it became very contagious to where people were like, yo, because the energy is like that, you know, like it's the very first time. I remember I worked with many brokers. Sometimes I'd walk into the office, like I see this stuff, they're angry at each other. This one doesn't speak to this one, you know.
Yes,
But
yes.
at RCG, I've been on that floor, man. I see the people, they even share lunch together sometimes.
Yeah, they're so
you know,
chill,
they're so
yes,
jolly and everything.
yes.
So, and the energy comes from the entire management when it comes to us and me on the ground. As honest, I've always been, you know, open. So it was very easy to kind of just try and take what I've experienced, the love I was receiving, and then bring it out to the traders and be like, yo, this is how it is. This is really royalty, and it's everybody's treated with, you know, and it's not even like I'm not trying to boost them up or anything. Like it's facts. Like you could blindfold somebody and make them walk into a royalty space, and they will feel that
the energy.
Yeah, like it's a different feel. Everybody picks up. You know, if I got a, let me read this out for you. Actually, I got a text from this is Maps, right? So Maps just hurt his leg the other day, so he needs to go for surgery. It's nothing serious. He says to me, so this is him. He's like, "Away, bro. I hope you I just sorted out my surgery bill of 100K. I'm having surgery on the 12th of October. I just want to thank you, bro. I've spent over 100K this week alone. Bought myself a phone for 50K. Paid all my medical bills." And I didn't have a medical aid. I just got my medical aid now. I got myself a new phone, and that wouldn't have been possible without you, right? He says thank you. I tell him that's just the beginning. Don't worry, we're still going up, you know. And I can't. A normal person who knows exactly who's responsible for this would not take the credit alone. I read that and I'm like, I'm just as grateful, you know. I'm like, yeah, I'm sending it right back to you, bro. Like right back
because you also put in the work.
Right back to you, you know. And that's the power of the Royal Circle. That's the power of RCG. RCG came and collected an entire community and said, look, I know you guys have been around. I know you guys have heard of 1, 2, 3. But now let's just show unity. Let's show that we are together, and let's show that a division, like, you know, dividing that's not how it works, you know. Traders must come into each other's spaces. Traders must connect. Traders grow better together, you know.
Yes.
I mean, the fastest growing circle,
The fastest growing
at a rapid speed, like unbelievable speed, is Royal Circle. Like there's no, I can't even compare. You don't compare the Royal Circle to anybody. I mean, I'm the commentator of the circle, and I'm like, they're always just making sure that everybody's okay, and you know, and everything. And we comment to each other all the time. And I'm one person who's very analytic, and I sit back and I look at everyone, you know, and I do that all the time with my manager. And I'm like, I do not care what happened when, which year, which decade before I was alive in the 1940s. But this has never happened in the industry. The amount of success, the moves. Like it's something else. You know, I mean, think about it. When the Royal Circle comes together, right? And I mean, Royal Circle obviously is all the traders that trade with RCG. So I'd say the famous Royal Circle members, right? The top 1%.
The partners.
The partners,
partners,
the major, I'd say that, right? When they come together in one space, for nothing, just chill, just chilling in one space, bro. It's about over 20 cars. For nothing, no party, just chilling. If they come visit my house, generally, if Bandila says I'm coming, then I hear Maps is coming, I have to tell somebody, like, maybe by the
you guys got a carpool.
Yeah,
just use the same car. Use an Uber or something.
Or you can't come. Like, my house gonna have 50 people. You can't come. That's how big, and you don't have that unless it's real. You don't have that, like, unless it's like really, really authentic. See us going to church on a Sunday. And the way when we link up there, it's like, you would think it's this big company, and it's just traders. You know, it's just traders that really are helping each other get to the top, pulling each other, you know, string up each other. I don't see anybody going broke in the Royal Circle at all because of how tight the guys are amongst themselves. You know, like they're really pulling each other up. When one is emotionally not okay, that way. One blows an account, you know, that way. You know, so. And that's really the only way. I mean, I was in the group now. I just saw Shakes.
And I think you guys are really going to change up the way partnership just works in general. I think this is going to affect to the rest of the world, you know. Actually, these guys, yes.
You don't have to hate on another trader just because they are affiliated with the same broker. You know, there's this thing of like people, they like to say, like, people don't like each other because of maybe whoever got a better deal whatsoever, you know, and
I'm taking your clients, you taking my clients.
Why are you even focused on clients if you're a trader?
Dog.
Why? Like, why are you focused on clients if you're a trader? Because that is an affiliation deal is like a stipend. It's like, yeah, just shout out
Yeah,
for
just bamba some cash. Yeah,
just
yes,
you know, like
yes.
whatever you make, it's not even, it's not money that should maintain your life or you know, buy you your dream house or whatever the case may be. So you should still remain focused on the purpose. You are a forex trader, which means you wake up in the morning and do what you have to do, mentor your people, whatever, and then trade and stuff like that. So yeah, and IBs should not confuse that. They should not confuse that and substitute trading and bring affiliation first and put trading last. I've seen that happen a lot.
It's crazy.
It's happening right now. Like people don't want to trade anymore. They're looking at affiliations because
they
an affiliation being a good. I mean, not everybody's gonna come out to be leadership. You can be greater though. Can be way better. Private space. You can be a trader who was never known and be very successful. I know, like I say, I know a very close friend of mine, and I always speak about him, like who makes so much money. So like an unbelievable, and people know him. If I said his name, he's not even a forex trader. Nobody knows he trades, but he trades on a daily. You know, on a daily. Even on my phone, I could show you like a screenshot of what he sends me. Like makes like literally 300, 400K a week. And nobody knows, you know.
Nobody knows he's trading. People know him, but
you know?
they don't know.
And he's still an affiliate as well, actually.
Yeah.
He's an affiliate with RCG, but he's not even pushing his own link. He's like, you know what? I don't want to be that influencer person, so I'm just gonna. Even though RCG is a good company, so I'm just gonna get somebody who's more influential, and then just tell them, you know, just push the link, you know, and all of that. So it really depends. You know, people can become affiliates without even being mentors. You know, if anybody really, like, I mean, RCG is a big, I see RCG working with very big individuals going forward. You know, I mean, there's a very big company in the world that's working with Cristiano Ronaldo right now. If you go into Cristiano Ronaldo's bio on Instagram, he's got their name there, you know. So that's the level that I see RCG going. That's the level that it's a decade from now.
I mean, I know. I don't know if you know INFX.
Yeah.
They had a deal with Barcelona before.
Yeah, sure.
And just to use Barcelona's logo on their media, on their website, whatnot, not the other way around,
Yeah.
with you guys, we're putting INFX on you. They were paying them 10 million euros a year just to have the rights of using their logo.
Barcelona's.
Yes, we sponsoring, you
Yeah.
know. And they would not, they weren't showing up on their
Platforms or nothing.
They weren't showing up on the Barca side. So
Oh.
Barca wasn't putting them on. They were like, dog, can we put you, Barca, on us?
On us, yeah, and pay, you know,
and pay you for that.
and that's the level. That's the level I'm seeing for RCG, man. I won't lie. My notebook was a bit different when in the beginning. You know, I did have my targets and goals, but it changed drastically. I keep going back to the drawing board. The targets just get bigger. But I do see RCG, you know, entirely taking over the whole of Africa. I mean, they already have really, but from all aspects. You know, from I see RCG tapping into the sports spaces as well. You know, just a matter of time. But yeah, as me, one of the few individuals responsible for that, you know, to just make sure that as an affiliate, I do get them, you know, to tell people that, listen, these people are really great. Look at my stats. Look what I've done. Look how much money I make. You know, so, but I don't think there's anything that can stand in the way. I see that. I see a couple of years, people on the shirt of Kaizer Chiefs, who knows? You know, and that would be an amazing feeling just to know that it was just a royal circle.
It was just a royal circle. Now the PSL.
You know, so yeah. You know, so yeah, man, yeah, but that's just about it, man. But I hope we've shared good information. And
yeah, we've shared a lot, and people must just know that Royal Circle exists.
Yeah.
And come this side. This side, guys.
Just jump, bro.
Grow.
Like,
you know, to grow. You know, as an IB. Yeah.
Bro, I say we can literally have this tested. You could find, and we could do this even after off camera. We could find anybody who wants to be mentored or who's trying to be, you know, a very good trader, you know, mentor, whatever, and get them into the Royal Circle. Give them 3 months. 3 months. That's all I ask. To take anybody and flip their life around. 3 months. That's all. That's all I ask. With anyone, from whatever the intentions they want, If they want to be good at trading, they'll become good at trading. If they want to be famous, they'll become, everybody would, and keep in mind, everybody in the royal circle nobody was there 2 years ago, besides me. Nobody.
And now
It's a whole new era. It's a whole new era. It's from the age of 18 and up. There's nobody there's no OGs there. I'm as young as them as well. I'm like old and young, and I'm not them, but I'm as young as, it literally is people that have been there, like for the past year, maps, like you can really tell, I don't have to say names, so that's, and that's how it should be, man. But people must come over, man. Come on to RCG. Real circle, it's not even about growing RCG, but your brand will grow as well. So, yeah.
Doug,
appreciate it.
Danko.
Thank you for the visit, Nyana.
Away the visit, Nyana. Good to see your space. Yeah. And yeah, I think the IBs are gonna be thinking, and being like,
No, it's time, man. Yeah. I'll say it's gonna be tough if they don't learn more and educate themselves more about the space. It's gonna get more intense over the years. It's interesting how the next 5 years would be. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna be there, definitely.
We're gonna, definitely. I've already given 10 years of my life to Forex. So
that means we're doing 20 now, So yeah, but I can't wait. I can't wait to see the Royal Soccer get bigger as well, Can't wait to mentor more people, like authentic brands, looking to create more Kellys, more Bandiles, more Silos, more Mazis, more, everybody just, Ria says, Sabatam Tetra. Everybody, then the list goes on, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That's what I'm going to do in Botswana, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we Royal Circle Botswana. Trust me, bro. Give me 6 months.
Putting people on.
Yeah, give me 6 months. We should have some really good, successful traders that's out very soon.
Oh yeah.
That's the goal. It will end up like Royal Circle Africa. It's just a group of amazing, young, successful traders who are living their lives to the max. That's the intention, really.
Away, dog.
We won't stop, I know.
Danko, we won't.
Bless.
We won't.